Hi, I'm Jonathan Hernandez. This is my cultural artifact speech. When I was 13 years old, my parents offered to sign me up for music classes. I remember there was only one instrument I wanted to play. That was the guitar. This is my Gibson Les Paul. This is my favorite guitar. I spend most of my time playing on it. It's the most comfortable guitar for me to play on, and I feel I play the best on this kind of guitar. And it's usually the one I pick if I'm gonna go jam with some friends or just be alone in my room. I have been playing for about 15 years now, and I have been playing in high school rock bands when I first started. Today, I want to tell you about the culture that I'm a part of. Musician culture. People that share a common interest in enjoying and playing music together. So today, I'm going to talk to you about what it's like to be a musician and being involved in culture. Finding new friends to jam with, and hopefully at the end of this, you can gain new appreciation for musician culture. One of the most prized possessions a man could have throughout his history is his instrument. A tool made with precision. To a musician, his instrument is an extension of his own body. Without it, all his hard work, all his hours he put into learning the instrument is pointless. So naturally, over the years, people started adoring their instruments with fancy pearl inlay work and binding, along with custom work that you can find through custom shops from Gibson and Fender. Nowadays, you can find some pretty tricked out pieces going anywhere from $6,000 to $12,000. With a quality instrument, people can get together and make actual music. With a quality instrument, it's actually be staying in tune and intonated. Some of the greatest joys of life are just playing instruments and not having any idea where you're gonna go with it, but just seeing where the music takes you when you plug the instrument in. Some of the greatest musicians have always said, new instruments provide new songs because they draw out a new way of playing from you. So often musicians carry 2 to 3 different guitars at a time. Since I was 13 years old, my father was the one that told me I should start playing guitar. So he bought me my first guitar. I didn't even know how to play it yet. But when I felt the craftsmanship in my hand holding that first guitar, I knew I was hooked. I was like, I'm gonna learn how to play this thing. It's beautiful. I've never held something that had so much attention to detail gone into it. It inspired me and I wanted to learn. Soon after that, I got into high school, started making new friends, growing out my hair, joining different rock bands, and that whole metal scene. That's where I lived. Now, it's more of something I do for myself, just for enjoyment. It's never been a main focus for me. It's always been more of a hobby, something to get my mind off of life. It's a great relaxational tool. And now, after the whole coronavirus, when everyone's stuck at home, playing music is an escapism. It makes you feel like the walls are no longer there. And I do not see myself ending anytime soon. Musicians and the culture of jamming with each other is another world on its own. They don't talk to each other as much as they know that when it comes to jamming, how they're going to play with each other. When you're a musician, you just know this is just how it works. The amount of people you meet with the same common interests, the enjoyment that you get from finally being able to play this hard instrument and being able to play that hard piece you've always wanted to learn, this is all part of being a musician and being involved in the culture. I hope today I brought you some light on what it's like to be a musician and being a part of this culture today.